I love to talk about motivation and encouragement because we all have dreams and goals that we want to achieve in our life. Now, Marc, you've been extremely successful in your life. I'm very proud of you. You've been in business for years. What's been kind of that secret behind it?
I think you want to make sure that you are surrounded with positive people. A lot of times we think, okay, we don't want to be around that person that's really successful. We want to be around people that we feel more comfortable with. But what happens is you end up basically being around a lot of negative people. It's like a bank account.
You know
just
what?
keep putting it in. You don't have any positive to take out.
As human nature, we tend to go to the negative more easily than the positive.
And not just that, Mandy, we have a tendency to put people on a pedestal. So we look at somebody, we see they're successful, and they're like, oh, they're so perfect, there's no way that I can ever be like that. But when you get to know somebody, when you actually surround yourself with those positive people, you realize that they are people, they're human, they have lives, they have problems, and they've overcome.
And they're not necessarily these super uber talented people.
Yeah. Honestly, some of the most successful people in this world are not the ones that are most talented, because a lot of times when you have a really great talent, it comes easy. And when it comes easy, then you don't have to work at it. And if you don't work at it, you don't get anywhere.
And you don't appreciate when you do got somewhere. I saw this quote recently and said, if you surround yourself with 5 negative people, you're going to be the 6th one. If you surround yourself with 5 positive people, you're going to be the 6th one. So I believe that power of positivity.
It's a huge,
Absolutely. And I love visual.
Yes.
Visual representations.
That's why she's married to me, right?
I do love the visual. It's great. But I found this really neat company. It's called theimpossiblehappens.com. Okay. And they have a super wide range of products ranging from kids to adults.
And is this what this is?
Yes, and it is their
Oh, how cute is this,
pig. So, you hear people say, and often in a negative connotation, how when they're wanting to achieve something, to say, oh, that'll only happen when pigs fly.
Yes.
Well, guys, guess what?
Pigs can fly. But this one actually has sounds that come out of it, right?
What are we doing today?
Oh, I don't know. What are we gonna?
Let's think about our goals.
Anything you put your mind to.
How cute is that?
So this one's definitely designed more for children, so our daughter would love this. And you're building that strong foundation of encouragement and motivation from a young age is huge.
As a parent, especially as new parents, what happens is you're surrounded, you are to the brink of exhaustion, literally, right? So sometimes it's hard to remind yourself that, there are positives in life.
Absolutely.
There's positive things in this life, right?
I love this little one. I want to put this on my desk because, in my own life, in my career, my goals, I have things that I'm working for and striving for. And there's so much more than these cute plush animals. They have, you get shirts and, glassware and everything.
Well, it's symbolic, right? You're constantly reminded, because life goes on, right? So you're going to the rigmarole of life, you're doing something, and then all of a sudden you see the flying pig and you're like, the impossible happens.
I need to keep going with this.
I need to keep going.
Yes.
And it's such a big thing too, when you're setting goals. That's why they always say to write down your goals, because a lot of times, people are terrible at this when it comes to New Year's resolutions. They say, in this new year, I'm going to do this. And then, they tell one person, or they don't tell anybody. They just sit in their head. And all of a sudden, we're creatures of habit. So what we do is, we're like, oh, well, that's going to be hard. I'm not going to end up doing it.
We'll just let it go to the side.
And we forget about it. Or our mind is conditioned to make our lives easier as well. So then we're like, okay, you know what? That's going to be really hard this year. I'm having a really tough year. I'm not going to do it this year.
I'm not going to push myself towards it. So having this visual reminder is wonderful. And special thank you to theimpossiblehappens.com, because everyone in the audience is going home with these beautiful motivational ornaments with the flying pig on it. Today has been so much fun. Love having you guys with us. For more of our ideas, you can visit marcandmandy.com.
Well, guys, that's all the time we have today. We will see you next time on The Marc and Mandy Show. Remember, the impossible happens.
Thanks for watching The Marc and Mandy Show. Like our video by clicking below and subscribe to our YouTube channel. You can also connect with us on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram.